This is my long version of talking about protein powders and why I wasn't taking protein powder for a while because of my elbow, and I'm cycling lots now. And I want to tell you a little bit about cycling too before I go too far on the protein powders. I have a really wide seat. I call that the old man seat on my bike, and I bike lots, right? I bike 30 to 50 kilometers a day. And I was getting really bad sores in the sides of my legs, and it was getting worse, and I was putting Vaseline, nothing was working. And I finally realized that I just have an old man seat and I have to go to a cycling seat. And anyone that does a lot of cycling, they figure that out real fast. If you're occasionally riding, that's one thing, but if you're riding all the time like I am, you need the proper seat. So I've ordered a new seat and I'll have that in the next couple of days. Well, I'm getting back into my protein powders and I take my creatine every day. What I found out that there are the expiration dates on these, and I take a cricket powder, and I'm going to show you here. It says cricket powder on it. Now, I buy that. It's from Thailand. I take the cricket powder because it doesn't upset my stomach, and some powders will make you burp and agitate all the time. And if you have a soft stomach like I do, you have to watch what powders you take. And that's the particular powder I took, and I was looking for lead content because a lot of lead content in a lot of protein powders. And I'm not in here to tell you what protein powders take. I'm telling you what I take, what works for me. And then I monitor. I wasn't monitoring properly. And I found out, like this one I have right now is for the end of this year. But I had one that was to the end of last year. But I don't think I was taking this powder. I think I had taken this container. It was empty. And I took it from one bag and I stuck it in the other one. Anyhow, I thrown this in the garbage. I don't want to. I did have upset stomach last couple of days. I started taking more powder, and I take 25 grams a day, which is recommended here. I go on the recommended, and I do believe that it's 25 grams a day. Okay, so don't go. You can look into it on your own. With my age, I think that's good enough. So I'm preparing myself to get my proteins. Again, my body mass is very lean right now, even though I haven't been weight training, I have been cycling lots, and I'm at 73 kilo. So for my age, when I was bodybuilding or lifting weights steady, I was up to 88 kilo and 190 pounds. Obviously, I'm a lot older now, and I have a lot of ailments, so I have to work according to my body and what my body can take. So I'm starting off of 1 scoop a day. And I mix that into a bunch of fruits. And I go to frozen blackberries, strawberries, peaches, many other fruits, fruits from Thailand, and papaya and kiwi. And I buy all frozen fruits. And then I mix them accordingly to the drink I have per day. And then I also have a pure yogurt. That I also use. I really like it, and I use it as an energy boost when I go biking. Now, a quick story I want to tell you is I was biking a couple of days ago, and I've been kind of dieting, changing my diet, and I don't drink a lot of alcohol, but I was drinking a little bit of alcohol while I was hurt, and my arm was incapacitated, and I couldn't do anything. And so I was drinking more than normal, and so I cut that all out. And I was eating a lot more bread than normal, and I cut the breads out. Now, I didn't gain a lot of weight from it because, I might have weighed 75 kilo. Now I'm down to 73 kilos. So that's not a lot, a couple, 3-4 pounds. And your body fluctuates that much too. So how I'm perceiving this, how I'm going to go in the future is, again, at my age, I'm well over 60. And anyone that's doing a lifestyle that I do, obviously we don't want to lose our muscle mass. Okay, I'm really worried about now losing my muscle mass. Now I still have muscle mass. Okay, but I don't want to lose it. Now it is easy to lose it if you don't maintain it and you don't eat properly. So I have to watch that I make sure I eat enough and take my proteins. Get my carbs in, and I have lots of eggs every day, and I'm acquiring a little bit of gas right now. But is that from my protein that I was taking, or too many eggs? You have to play with foods when you're doing what I'm doing, or anyone that takes their health serious. Like I did my blood pressure yesterday. My blood pressure was a little higher when I went to the operation. 150 over 85, whatever, 145 over 85. Now it's 127 over 80, and that's really good blood pressure for my age. And I'm ADHD too, so I tell everybody. And I had a family member tell me the other day that that person's skinny, so they're in good health. I hate to tell you this, but skinny has nothing to do with good health. If you think you're skinny and you're in good health, it has nothing to do with the outside. It's all in the inside. And you don't know what your body's doing. And if you're putting bad foods in your body, you might get lucky. But I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to get lucky forever. Age catches up to you, and your inner body catches up to you too. So your organs and your heart and all that. It takes a beating when you're eating, bad, starchy, sugary foods. So don't kid yourself and thinking that, because I'm skinny, I can do all that. That's not true. And also being too slim is not good for you either. Anorexia can kill you too. So you need fat on your body to maintain a proper lifestyle. And if you're athletic, like an old guy like me, you want to have some body fat. I don't have a lot, but I do have a little bit of body fat. Okay, so I would tell anybody and give you any good advice. Eat junk food a little bit, but don't eat a lot. But eat good and watch what you eat. But so I'm changing my proteins. I'm not changing the powders. I'm still going to the cricket powder. But I'm telling everybody that I'm here to maintain. I'm back in the gym here in 2 weeks, and we're going to be doing a lot more about gym and my personal gains and my mental gains, because now that I'm getting back into the gym, I'm excited. I'm cycling more. I'm changing my seat on my bike. I'm going to be able to go longer distances. What happened to me was I got out to the mountains, about 30K into the mountains, and I powered out, and I had to stop and walk 3 or 4 times coming back. And it's hot here too, right? So I knew I had to do a change. I knew that I was aching a lot on my hand, and I was aching a lot on my butt. So let's hope that with the seat change, still maintaining my energy levels by taking good proteins and foods. Don't cut back too far, because if I'm cutting back too far, then I'm going to go backwards and not forward. So please follow me in Camman Gailey, and let's keep mental positivity and watch what you eat. Have a good day.